Welcome back to Wrestling UK. This is the Saturday Night Main Event review. Obviously, I think we're reviewing a PLE, which was quite felt weird. Felt not felt weird. Not felt weird. Gone. Not felt weird. God no. You know what I mean? It felt like a really weird PLE because it was a good one, but again, I thought it was a good PLE. It was, but again. It was a really weird, mad one because it just for a minute goes like what? And it's oh my god! We get to first match. Also, I think I was team. Yeah, I think I was first. Okay, that was okay. I was first. I was the first match. I was the first match tonight was Cody Rhodes and Jacob fatu. Obviously brawled through the entire arena. When I say arena, I mean the arena. Basically, Cody Rhodes and Jake Fatu, even before the match started, right? Basically, I think even before the match started, basically, I think because Cody Rhodes making his entrance, he's making his brilliant entrance anyway. Cody Rhodes making his brilliant entrance anyway. Obviously, Cody Rhodes is making his usual brilliant entrance anyway. He's doing that, and basically, Jake Fatu goes from, and basically, it goes from the entrance, when the entrance you were. Like the entrance where at the main entrance as you were, there to the ring and then out the ring and then near basically so basically where the crowd so basically where the so basically where the crowd was and basically where the crowd or the fans were on where I think where the crowd or the fans was stood up as you were watching as well, and then from there to I think obviously where the the canteen, not canteen, the because the chaos area, the chaos area, the chaos area, the chaos the chaos area, right? The chaos area as well. It went, it also went there. It basically went through the entire arena, and basically to the point where basically it was Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu on basically the security. I don't know. I think it's offensive on the security. On the security. I was in the security thing where sort of fans going over as you were. I was just the security barrier basically. Barrier. Basically the security barriers were, and basically it's Corey Rhodes Fatu and basically Drew McIntyre comes along and knocks out and basically punches or knocks out Jacob Fatu, and then Drew McIntyre goes out. I'm not saying goes out gonna, but basically Drew McIntyre and then does one. I mean, he does a punch, which is something I would never have. He basically, not Coro's got, but basically Drew McIntyre does. Well, he does. He punches him. When you punch him, where he punches him is really again. I'm not gonna say what it is, but basically, when basically obviously watch, obviously you'll see what happens. Basically, what happened was he punches Cody Rhodes, and basically I'm not saying where it was, but he punched him, and basically where he punched him wasn't very nice, and basically he feels you've been hit. It's basically he basically obviously. So basically he hits him, and basically obviously referee. But I think that it's not basically gone, but basically not basically gone. But basically what is right. I think in this match, right, to the point where when that happens, basically I think I punched there. Dramatic punched him again, and he falls on basically I have like a thing he basically falls into it, right, and basically falls into it as well. And when that happens, obviously, I think. Sorry. Okay. Then I think after that, the match itself, kind of what again. I don't. Let's try. Okay. So I don't know if that match was a win or the. Okay. So I don't know if that match was a win or a defeat for either Cody or Jacob Fatu. Again, so I don't know if that was if that match. I don't know if that match was again. So I don't know if that match was a win or a defeat. I don't know if it was a match win. I don't know if that was a win for Cody Rhodes or I don't know if that was a win. I don't know if that was a win for both Cody Rhodes and Jake Fatu, or it was a defeat for both of them. I do not know, but again, it seems like it probably was a defeat because again, Drew McIntyre again got involved. He didn't really need to because that match wasn't me to do with him. That was something not to do with him. So again, I thought, why get involved again? Again, obviously, yeah. Let's try. I don't know you, so I'm not gonna question it because I'm not. But again, like I said, what? Obviously, it's obviously, yeah. So I think, yeah. So let's try. I think, obviously, yeah. Again, do you know what? Maybe you know what? I thought that was a really. I think but you know what? I thought that match was absolutely crazy. Maybe you know what? I had to, again. You know what? I mean, as a fan of WWE personally, I thought that match was absolutely mad, weird, crazy, and I was like, what? I was just going, what? I was like, what? What on earth? What on earth have I just watched there? Like, what on earth have I just watched there? Like, I don't know. I was, yeah, but yeah, I feel like, uh, not talking about matches going on, but if it, not talking about matches going on, but something like if it, not talking about matches going on, but something like you could talk about matches that quite interesting matches where I think that match would class as quite interesting because it just was like what. Oh, I was gonna admit, I mean, it was just what, just it just went beyond. I thought, what have we just watched there? But I was kind of just like that. But again, I mean, but I think like, I think like, sorry, okay, yeah, okay. Then I feel like match wise, I thought again, you know what I thought, you know what, me as a fan of WWE personally, I thought as a match it was quite good, quite interesting. I was like, oh my god, like it basically went to the mall. I was like, okay, that's quite good. That yeah, right, good, yeah. Interesting. Again, we don't know who won it, but again, good one. So good. Done. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then was the second match of the night was the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, or yeah, championships. Obviously, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky defeated Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Again, you know what? I was so glad and made up to see Rhea Ripley and Io Sky winning. You know what? Those two together are an absolute brilliant tag team that really well together. No each other. Obviously, again, me personally, you know what? I mean, again, me personally, you know what? As a fan of WWE, as a fan of WWE personally, I think both Rhea Ripley and Io Sky work so well. You know, like they work so well together. They work so well together in the ring. They're amazing. Like wow. And again, also I think, okay, obviously, yeah, and okay, I think obviously again that is why I think, and obviously, yeah, and obviously that is why I am a big fan of Rhea Ripley because she's so brilliant, so good in the ring as well. Like even when she's like working with Io Sky, I was like, oh my god, how good is she? Because she's so good at it, and I'm amazed. Like wow, it's really good. Yeah, I was thinking of Liv Morgan and Roxanne. Again, I think Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, they seem like there's something they do seem to work. They do seem to work because they do. But again, I don't know. Okay, it's maybe just me. I don't know, but you know, it's maybe just me. You know what? I do think there might be something there. There might be a little bit. She does trust it, but again, but let's not. Okay, not matching gun, but let's not you. Not matching gun, but let's not. You imagine there's some point in the future, like what will happen there is Roxanne, Liv Morgan will turn on Roxanne, and basically Roxanne find out why Rhea Ripley doesn't like Liv Morgan anymore. And again, you can now we see why she's again don't know what it is, but yeah, very good. Yeah. You know what? I actually thought this was again. You know what? I mean, as a fan of WWE personally, I thought, I actually thought it was actually quite a good, calm, good, interesting match. You know what? This wasn't intense as the first one gone up, but you know what? I thought it was a quite calm, good, interesting match. You know what? It wasn't amazing, but you know, it's quite, again, I thought, like, you know what? It was, again, at times, it wasn't, again, I think at times it was, again, I think at times, again, I think obviously at times it did tend to go a bit boring, but again, and then times where it went, basically, you go, excited, and then I thought, again, not times gone, but again, not times gone, but I thought there's times in that match where I thought it went a bit, a bit boring, right, and then then it got a sign again, and then, no, I think there's a few, like, moments like that, but again, I thought the match itself was decent, was actually quite a decently good one. Again, I thought it was quite a decent good match. Again, I thought it was quite a decent good match it was, but again, those times where stuff like that, like I said, then happened, obviously, when born and then we got signed again, well, except, you know what, I thought there's moments like, but you know what, again, again, listen, I don't know what you think. You know what? Personally, as fan WWE, I think it was quite. You know what? It was. It was amazing. It wasn't amazing. God, it wasn't great or amazing. God, but you know what? It was. It was decently good. That's all right. Really, it wasn't one to say is a watch one, but again, it was still good though. I don't really. That's just my opinion, but yeah. Obviously, listen. Obviously, getting the third match now. Then so the third match tonight was AJ Styles defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. Again, you know what? That match was absolutely. That match on zone. That match on zone was absolutely mad, weird, strange. Basically, it basically. So basically that match. So basically that match went. So basically like that match went the full length. So basically like that match went for a good long time. So I think okay. It's not what's gonna. It's not what's gonna. It's having no. It's just basics. Not so not basically gonna. So basically, what it is that match went off quite well because I thought, oh my god, this match is gonna go on until like what? Until obviously the PLE obviously time the PLE would end. The PLE event would end as well. But again, I thought, oh my god, this match is gonna go off like 11, 12, or no, not 12, maybe 11. 12 or something like that, but it basically finally the match to the end, obviously, but obviously AJ Styles ended up winning. But I thought, wow, you know what? I'm so glad. I'm absolutely glad. Made up. I'm happy that AJ Styles. You know what? AJ Styles. I think obviously not. It's not obviously gone boss, yeah. But I think obviously hearing news obviously that unfortunately this year AJ Styles says he's gonna retire this year. Again, you know what? It's really I think it's really sad. It's a shame because you know what? AJ Styles, in my opinion, is an absolutely brilliant type of wrestler. He's really good in the ring. It's sad, but obviously I think like. Not for it's good. So not for it's gonna obviously I think it's sad. Unfortunately, wrestlers obviously have wrestlers can only do so much in their career, and then they have to sadly retire. But again, is what it is, and like obviously he must feel he can't do what he used to do in the ring, and but obviously now wrestling is more physical now, and again, I think okay, I think obviously you're back in the old days, and even I think he now's the same, but I think he might know his physical as well. But again, now I don't know. It's weird because it's like it's good, but it's good, but not as good as it used to be. I don't know. It's really quite. I can understand why he's doing. I get it. Though. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, no, it's really quite interesting. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, obviously, yeah. So yeah. Do you know what? Me personally, do you know what? As a fan of the week, me personally, I thought that the match of AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, I thought that was really good. Like that, I thought that was actually like a really good. And I thought that was actually like a really good, interesting match because I like the way that match was done because it was it basically ran off like WWE did I think WWE did a quite good. I don't see quite because I've said quite good gives no time, don't I? But basically what it is I thought they did a decently good / okay job with that again. They did they did a decently good / okay job with that again. Wasn't amazing, but they best do really good with that. But again, it was really good though. I thought quite good. Obviously, then obviously that's that one obviously. Okay, I'll do that. That's fine. Obviously, okay. That was the fourth and final match of the night was Sami Zayn defeated Randy Orton, Damian Priest, Trick Williams, and obviously in a number one contenders fatal 4-way match. So obviously, you know what? I was absolutely over the moon, so happy, so glad to see Sami Zayn face Drew McIntyre for the I think you know what? I was so glad, happy, and so excited to see Sami Zayn face Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE champion. You know what? I'm so glad because I actually wanted I actually wanted to see that. I actually wanted to see what Sami Zayn. I actually wanted to see what Sami Zayn could do in this match. So if Sami Zayn could go and beat like the rest of that, but again, I think so basically, okay. So basically, I think I was basically, if you watched the preview for the PLE for Sunday main event, I said I want Randy Orton because I did. But okay, you know what? Seeing Sami Zayn, I was like, oh my god, Sami Zayn Sami Zayn did absolutely incredibly well. But you know what? He fought, he basically, but seeing the ring, he did absolutely brilliant. Well, you know what? I think this is a match. Which I think Sami Zayn could have lost this match, not got it, and he could have been Randy Orton, Damian Priest, or Trick Williams, or wherever else. I think it could be any. Okay. So basically, it could have been any of the wrestlers that really could have won that. But again, he just looked like Sami Zayn was one. I think Sami Zayn was one of them. I think Sami Zayn was one of the wrestlers in the ring who won, who basically showed how brave he was in his match to go and win it. You know what? It's not because again, obviously, yeah. So basically, you're facing wrestlers like Randy Orton, Damian Priest, Trick Williams. Obviously, he was in NXT now, and obviously WWE does not. And obviously NXT, obviously he's in WWE now as well. Obviously, again, as well, he's facing and you think about who's going to win that match. You go, me, Randy Orton, because you know what? Experience, absolutely brilliant wrestler's time, absolutely brilliant wrestler. Now, obviously, he's still good now. That's how brilliant he is. And then you got Damian Priest again, obviously, you know how good he is. And then you've also got Trick Williams, obviously, new coming from NXT. So you're going, who's going to win that? Because we don't know who's going to win that. And then obviously you had, then I think obviously, and I think obviously you had those wrestlers, those three wrestlers, and then you had Sami Zayn, you had Sami Zayn as well now. So the fact that you got Sami Zayn in there, in obviously in the ring as well, you're thinking, wow. So basically, this fatal 4 match is really interesting match because he had a lot of the good stuff going on, which I felt, and a personal, I thought things it was, but again, I just thought, wow. I mean, really good stuff for Sami Zayn. I think it's really good for Sami Zayn because it's really good for Sami Zayn because obviously it is again as well. I think for him as well, I think it's gonna give him you know what, I can go and do this. I got this bravery, I can do it. So again, you know what, I think it's so good. So many fact he's gonna do that. So yeah. I'm so made up place one, but you know what? He is actually eating, maybe you know what? I think Sami Zayn is a brilliant again. You know what? As fan WWE personally, I think Sami Zayn is an absolutely brilliant wrestler in the ring. He's so again, I got to saying that. You know what? As a fan of WWE personally, I think Sami Zayn is a brilliant wrestler. He is, basically, I think in the ring he's a brilliant. Again, I think obviously, I think obviously in the ring he's a brilliant wrestler. Again, outside the ring, you see the person obviously. Again, let's one. I don't know what he's like outside the ring. I don't know what he's outside the ring. I don't know what he's like outside the ring. I don't know, but obviously, but obviously, you know what? I don't know what he's like outside the ring. I don't know, but again, obviously, I think, but yeah, again. Okay. So fast, not blurry, you know what? Personally, I think Sami Zayn is a brilliant wrestler. I think Sami Zayn is an absolutely brilliant wrestler. He's brilliant. He's so good, so brilliant in the ring, and what he does on the mic work is, when he's wrestling another important fight, the point is worth. He's just someone you go, wow. He's someone who will put his heart. He's someone who put his heart to sleeve, and not heart to sleeve. God, what is this? He's someone. He will go. He will go extra. He will go the extra mile to go and do best he can to win, and he went and did that. So you know what? Congratulations, him because he did really well here. But I think obviously has a match. So I think obviously has a match. So I thought this was a really good and interesting match because I thought it was a really good and interesting match because one, again, I thought it was a really good and interesting match because one, again also, do you know what? I mean, as a match, I thought it was quite, again, it was a strange way. It was really a strange, in a weird, strange way. It was a really good match. Again, there wasn't many great moments, but you know what? There was a few like weird, strange, mad moments. I think there was a few strange, weird, and just plain mad moments. There was in the match. There was. Again, I thought there was a few like mad, weird, strange moments where like anything was going to happen. It was again. I thought you know what? There's a moment where Priest, Randy Orton, or He's good going with it. Like, I thought, listen, the fact that Sami Zayn looked like he got knocked out, and then obviously he came back in to fight. Obviously, the other wrestlers in the rings were Randy Orton, Damian Priest, as I said before. The rest of the three of them there as well. As well as that, right? The fact that Sami Zayn did so well in his match round, as well as that, I thought, you know what? Again, I thought, yeah, again, you know what? I thought. Do you know what? I thought as a match, again, I thought it was a match. It was again, it wasn't like mad or like crazy mad gonna, but you know what? It was weirdly strange, but good. It was a weird, strange match, but a good one as well. I thought there was some good. I thought it was good moments in the match. Again, a few moments where it got a very similar to one. It got a bit, very similar to the Roxanne Perez one, Roxanne Perez one, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky one. But basically, it basically got people. It got quite a boring at times, but again, at times it got exciting. Again, oh my god! And then this happening, and again on the person, you know what? I thought, there's some good moments like that as well. As well, right. The fact is, right, there were a few good moments. There was a moment where Sami Zayn goes back in the ring, and he goes all the way. Not all the way. Basically, he basically goes. He goes length. He goes like the next round to try and win it, and then he comes back in and things. Listen, I can't remember. When he came back in. I can't remember when he came in. I can't remember when he came back in. God no. But I think there's a moment where he comes back in, and you're thinking, wow. Sami comes in. He starts doing what he does in the ring. He does that. So was that right? I thought, wow. The fact that he did so brilliant, so well in this match, like wow. That shows you how good how good he is. Was that right? It shows how good the components like Randy Orton, Damian Priest, how good they are, because he's showing like they're obviously upping their game to try and beat him, try and beat Sami. But again, the fact that Sami Zayn went and basically won this, and basically it's like a really hilarious bit. Basically like a real hilarious bit, right? Where basically Drew McIntyre, I think yes, I think so basically this is like after obviously Sami Zayn wins the number one contenders match, as you were. Basically what happens is Drew McIntyre shows up to try to obviously knock out Sami Zayn. Obviously he's now facing Drew McIntyre, as you were, and basically he goes trying to hunt, but basically Sami Zayn, by the way, does something so good, right? He basically tricks Drew McIntyre, and he basically just like moves that, and Drew ends up going over the under the ropes, and he ends up going out the ring. I'm like, oh my god, like the fact he's gone, listen, the fact he's gone, you know what, like, Drew, you're not going to get like that. I'm going to wait to Royal Rumble and get you there, and, so like, oh, wow, like, that's, like, Sami, the fact that Sami did that, I thought, wow, the brilliant way to start, I thought, wow, sorry what's coming now, but, no, it's, really, again, see, this thing wasn't the most amazing or great one, got him, you know what, it was, it was decently, again, it was decently, all right, okay. Again, it was decently all right. That's okay. Well, yeah, it was decently all right. That's okay. Again, it was a decently all right. That's okay. Match. It wasn't amazing. God no, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't amazing. Okay, God, it was a decently okay. So that's all right, or maybe good, mate. Again, you know what? I actually thought it was actually, you know what? I actually thought it was a decently okay. So that's all right. Or maybe a little bit good, yeah. Again, I think it was good. I think it was a good match. It was, but you know what? I thought it was decently, okay. So I thought it was decently okay. So that's all. I thought it was decently okay. So that's all right. Really, it wasn't one I'd say was the best one. It was a bit like that. It was okay. Really, it wasn't amazing, but it was okay. Obviously, yeah. You know what? It was decently okay slash maybe like decently okay slash all right, maybe probably good. Yeah, it probably was a good. Yeah, obviously. You know what? I'll rephrase probably because it comes up. You know what? I actually thought it was a decently good slash okay, all right match. Again, wasn't one great one gonna be. It was a decently good, okay one. Really wasn't one I'd say top, but it was. But I think it not from match gone. I think like for fan match, obviously it was quite good. So I'll give it that. Obviously, yeah. Let's go address the UK. Obviously, yeah. See more. I think listen, I want to see more great videos like so. Obviously, like obviously, want to see more great. Obviously, want to see more great PLE like previews like sort of you want to see more great, obviously want to see more like great, I want to see more great videos like so obviously PLE previews, or you want to see the reviews of the PLE as well, stuff like that. I obviously you're interested in wrestling like I am, stuff like that. Obviously, and I mean, that's as well. So yeah. Obviously, also make sure you're new to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Wrestling UK at youtube.com. Also, obviously if you're new or you subscribe to Joshua, make sure you subscribe to make sure you subscribe to not obviously yeah. But also if you that's okay. I think obviously if you're new to channel or you subscribe to Joshua, make sure you press the notification button and spells. What you do, make sure you press. Make sure you go and press the notification button. But make sure you press. Also, if you're new or you've subscribed to Joshua, make sure you press the notification button and spells. Make sure you press the notification button and spells as well. Make sure you press that as well because I was letting videos in the first place with that. Do you know what? I would really appreciate the support, and and I would really appreciate the support. Massively helps the channel keep going, and it makes obviously massively helps the channel keep going, improve, get better. You know what? I would just really appreciate the support. You know what? I absolutely love doing this. It's a passion of mine. It's something that I'm like actually really good at. I wanna really keep doing as well. Something that I actually really want to keep doing. So I would really appreciate the support. I really appreciate the support you'd help, and I'd also really appreciate the support you would. Again, I'd also really appreciate the support. I also really appreciate the support as well. You know, it helps out the channel keep going, improve, get better again. Also, that helps the channel obviously get better. I want to make this channel. I want to try and make this channel. I want to try and make this channel better as well. So with that, but you know what? I'd really appreciate you do that as well. I see it myself as well. Obviously, I really appreciate you subscribe to Wrestling UK at Wrestling UK. Obviously at youtube.com. It helps massively, of course it does. Obviously, yeah. Do you know what? And I also really appreciate it. You would share it on obviously on Facebook, on Twitter.com, and any of your other socials as well. And also make sure you obviously not was that right? Also don't forget to tell your friends, your family about the chat. Don't forget to tell your friends, your family, and anyone else you know really about the channel as well. Get the name out there as well. So for don't forget to give a like, leave comments. As for first person leaves comments that you know. We're going to have a shout out as well. Obviously, the first person leaves comment in comment section, we're going to have a shout out as well. Yeah. So, we're going to have a shout out as well. So, yeah. Good. Obviously, yeah. Yeah, no, so, yeah. Obviously, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So not forget, guys. Yeah, I'll forget as well. So, yeah. Also, if you're in Everton, make sure. Obviously, if you're in Everton, make sure you go and subscribe to your channel, AFC TV, and also if you're interested in film video games, make sure you go and subscribe to me. You have one as well. Obviously, if you can, obviously, if you can, obviously, but obviously, okay, obviously, if you can, obviously, I mean, I'm not going to make the obviously, if you can, subscribe to every piece as well. Obviously, listen, if you're never turning him, if you're never turning him, you want to hear about news and stuff like that, just go to EFC TV at youtube.com, and also, obviously, I was interested in films and video games, where also make sure that you go to interested in films and video games, where make sure you go to FERV TV at youtube.com. So again, we basically obviously so basically we do like obviously we do current that we are working on this first season of like FERV TV again. We've got a few really good shows on there now. I'm not gonna say they are, but we've got a few good like documentaries on there. So again, there's a few episodes. We've got a lot more shit, a lot more for the first season. We've got lots of stuff, but yeah, quite interesting. I'm saying. Obviously, yeah. Do you know what? And I'd really appreciate that. Do you know what? And I would really appreciate it if you'd have subscribe to like EFC TV or subscribe to. You know what? You know what? I would really appreciate it. You would. You know what? And I would. You know what? And you know what? And I would really appreciate it if you would either subscribe to AFC TV or to if you're listening. Subscribe to both. You know what? And I'd be so glad made up if you subscribe to both of them, or even subscribe to one. You know what? I would really appreciate it. You do, because you know what? Again, obviously, I think obviously it gives the. I think obviously, I think obviously gives both or one of your channels. Obviously, some more likes, and then obviously that's subscribers, and then obviously as well as that it gives us all channels some attention as well, which again I really appreciate you do, because my sales are close. But yeah, so yeah, obviously yeah, and so yeah.